Hi guys, this is Jarrod, and today's date is August the 7th, 2013. Today's poem I'm going to be reading is entitled Night Traffic, and it was written in November of 1999. This is just a poem that pretty much goes back and forth in time, describing a day in the life of going to work, leaving work, and having troublesome thoughts about my grandmother, who at the time was ailing severely, and sadly, 6 months from the date I wrote this, she passed away, but not without a fight. She was a strong lady. I hope what I read here exemplifies what I've just described. Night Traffic, November 21st, 1999. Arriving at the northwest curve of University Drive, I couldn't ignore the centipede of vehicles with their scrobe-ridden bug eyes, coinciding with the swerve on years of laid asphalt. It's the 5 o'clock hour. My time at the bookstore is over, and I'm on my way home. As I recall thoughts of earlier acts of prior hours, today's preparation sung the underline. I woke up, performed calisthenics, showered, prepared and ate breakfast, brushed my teeth, and left for work at 8 a.m. Work this day was needlessly standard and restlessly uneventful. It was a tower of tedium to labor at a front counter between what my employer deemed as a cash register and coils of receipts. Besides lax customers, minimal conversation, and the absence of a muse, clouds form the shape of my grandmother, but not a cure for her ailment. What will I cook for her? Has she already eaten? Has she taken her medication properly? Has she wandered outside the house again? Or worse, were my vicious questions as I stretched for the exit at the end of my shift. I didn't think to telephone her. Calling for assistance was somewhat fruitless. Grandmother's return to health was attributed to herself, while I was just a shivering hanger-on, sensing death. But I was there with her, as she was with me when my immunity strayed. Books A Million, though, had a rush customer. A long-awaited text purchase was ordered. But this pit stop didn't abrupt the numb blandness that accompanied my senses and attitude. I couldn't bother to emote this circumstance with candor. With my purchase in a blue and white plastic bag, making my way from the smell of pages, my soles suffer from cohesion, marking an opposing course with a monetary divorce from my satisfying route. I blame this paltry show of force that soon engulfs my early deficiency for purer vision. Highly, evening becomes a calliope, singing its song to me. Autumn's even temperature fades quickly, slightly before sunset. Here, I am not wearing a jacket, but make do with the long sleeves of my dress shirt, teeth chattering. Surely a random bird or a starry squint would activate my renewed reaction. Any traveler would be approved by this proponent. But no, it's the cars and trucks and other gas-guzzling constructs, possibly heading from work, that merely causes me to erupt. This particular poem, as I say, as I was thinking, it's like going back and forth in time, talking about coming from work, going to work, thoughts of my grandmother, and associating all that with the end of a day. As I described in the poem, the traffic itself, all the cars rushing to get home, proving that the day was ending, and grandmother's health is kind of pretty much coinciding with that, and it kind of helped me get through writing this particular poem. I have to admit, after reading it, it feels like a bit of prose, but I do deem it a poem. I wouldn't say it's my best, but I like writing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular piece. As I mentioned before in my last post, I've got a new idea for a new blog, and it's far more exciting than this, although I do love poetry. I'm also going to be making an announcement to some of my groups and some of my friends who like poetry and other writers. I know I'm being a little vague here, but all I can say is I hope that they like this idea, and if they do, I'm definitely gonna go for it. Right now, I'm a bit busy, working on my own projects, and it's been taking me a while to get a lot of things done, and I regret that. I'm very rueful about that, and I also want to say hello to my friend Michael T.C. Anderson. You're fantastic. Nathan Hassel, Nathan, you are phenomenal. I can't begin to tell you how phenomenal you are. Charles Donnell, Charles, thumbs up. Mick Canal, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. That's M-E-D-K-A-N. M-E-D-K-A-N-O-U-R. Okay. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But there's so many others, and I'll mention you in future posts, but that's all I can think of right now. But again, I want to thank you guys for all of you who viewed my my blog and taking the time to at least acknowledge my poems, and you all have said some wonderful things, and again, I wish you comment, even if it's something that you think that I might not approve of. I'm not a proud person, and I like learning. And if you think something's wrong with my poetry, please let me know. I would be more than happy to discuss it or read it again and see what's going on there. Again, I encourage everyone to to view my blog. Go on YouTube, of course, because this as well as others before and afterward are posted there. Will be and are posted there. This is Jarrod Lacy, signing off until next week.